Hi there, I'm Nigel from Carousel Projects, and I'm going to talk today about crafting a killer meta title for your web page, whether that be the home page or any other page on the site. I've got good practice and bad practice. Google allows between 60 and 70 characters and 570 pixels. The reason there is a range there is because clearly some letters are wider than others, and so a W is wider than an I, and so a W will take up more space. So you have 60 to 70 characters to play with, 570 pixels. I've tested it up to about 578 pixels. Above that, then Google will put an ellipsis at the end, which is 3 dots. So you will see in search that there will be various titles with a 3-dot ellipsis at the end appended with the company name. It's not ideal because that's Google doing it for you, and you want to actually convey the meaning of the page in your own words. So keep it concise, keep it within 70, and check. If it goes beyond it and you see 3 dots, shorten it slightly. The standard format is the primary keyword followed by the secondary keyword followed by the company name. So for instance, say you're selling Clark's sandals and you have a sandal called Ruby, so it might be Clark's Ruby sandal, and in the middle for the secondary keyword women's leather sandals, for example, and then at the end the company name Carousel. You may want to put UK or something like that on the end. It's all driven by keyword research. So yeah, you can make these up and you can sort of bring them out of your head and come up with what you think the primary keyword is and the secondary keyword is, but you must do keyword research to find out actually what people search for. It's very easy to come up with what you think is the greatest keyword, but actually it might not be the case, and you might be surprised that there are keywords in there that you hadn't thought of. We did some research recently, and actually it came up that the brand name and UK was the primary keyword. We didn't know that, we just thought it was the brand name. And so once we appended UK onto the end of the brand name, say Clark's UK, we shot up in search for the brand plus UK. So always do keyword research. Where you're going to do that research, first port of call is Google. So go into Google, type in Clark's Ruby sandal, find out the alternatives that come up, and have a look at the primary keywords and the secondary keywords. It's free, it's simple to use, and you'll get 10 suggestions. At the bottom of the search you'll get semantic searches as well, related searches. Have a look at those and come up with a killer primary keyword, secondary keyword. Third point, there are other places to go for keyword research as well. Moz.com has 10 free searches, Ahrefs gives you 10 free searches, WordStream 30. Also have a look at Answer the Public. There's a scary guy bouncing up and down with a beard, so have a look on Answer the Public. That's a cool way of actually finding keywords related to questions. So how much are Clark's Ruby sandals or something like that? You'll find those questions in answerthepublic.com. So have a look on there. Always make sure that the title matches the theme of the page that it's on. So I'm assuming that your content is going to have 300 plus words on there. That's nicely contextually written, semantically related content. Those keywords in here perfectly match the page. Number 6, don't use stop words. Try not to use stop words like and, the, if, but. They're not searched for. It's a waste of space. You've only got 570 pixels. Don't waste them with stop words. Stick to what's relevant. Don't forget the support pages when you're doing your page titles. Nobody's interested in just seeing about us. Say a little bit more than about us, because it's not 60 or 70 characters. It will be deemed to be too short. So say about us, about Carousel Projects, about Nigel Carr. You know, have a little bit more in that title that's searched, so you can help people who are searching for the particular things. Contact us page. People don't search contact us, but they might search for email, address, phone number for your company. So put that in there. Contact us, email, address, phone number, Carousel Projects. And so you've got more to go on, more to search for. And frequently asked questions. questions about carousel projects, who are carousel projects, something like that will give something that people might actually search as opposed to just FAQs. So those are the basics, the good practice of what you should do, from the limits that Google impose to the various places where you can go and do keyword research for free mostly. If you have a Moz login, you can do 5,000 searches a month. It's more than enough. Similar with Ahrefs, similar with WordStream. Keyword research, the most important thing that you can do. Bad practice, keyword stuffing. So if you start stuffing this title with the same word over and over again, so let's say it's Clark's sandals, women's sandals, ladies' sandals, and you put sandals, 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 and then sandals is mentioned all over the page as well, then there are risks associated with that. Non-relevancy, like I said before, make sure that the title matches the page. If the title doesn't match the page, then obviously the page is not going to convey the content that people are looking for. So the dwell time is going to be short, the bounce rate is going to be high, pogo sticking, people going to the site and then jumping back to Google for a better result, that's going to damage your page and damage the trust on the page. And so the page is going to drop because it's not relevant to the search. Duplication. Make sure every page on your website has a separate title. Don't put the same keyword in the title on multiple pages. By all means, you're going to have women's sandals on quite a few pages, but if the primary keyword is Clark's ruby sandal, don't make a blog post that says Clark's ruby sandal, because it's going to compete with the main page. Keep things separate. One page, one theme. Low searched keywords. We've discussed keyword research in here. Use the most relevant keywords. Don't go after something that's a long tail keyword unless you really want to get found for that. Keep it simple, keep it to the most searched for keywords. A low search keywords, well, it's going to end up in a low ranking page. These are the risks with keyword stuffing. Say women's shoes, ladies' shoes, female shoes. Google will drop the page and you've missed an opportunity. You've missed an opportunity to rank. Non-relevancy. Well, Google will make up its own. If it sees that the title is different from the page, not only are you going to upset people, but Google will make up its own title that may not be the one that you want to convey. And also there's a lack of trust. Duplication will it'll just drop all the pages. You're not going to rank for anything. And then finally, low search keywords equals low search results. So there's a bit of an insight into how to craft a killer meta title for your page. Go through your website, check all the pages, check the relevancy, use this format, and frankly, you can't really go wrong with this, because what you'll find is that as soon as you start to implement this and this research, you can improve the ranking of any page on your website. Okay, you might have to back it up with an H1 on the page, relevant content, but this information, the usage of this is golden, and that will craft a killer meta title for your website. Best of luck, thanks very much, and you'll see me again when we'll cover descriptions. Nigel from Carousel Projects.